In this module, we will dive into one of Excel's most powerful and flexible functions, Xlookup. Now that you're already familiar with other lookup functions like VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and index match, we will now dive into Xlookup, which will take your data searching and retrieval skills to the next level. Xlookup is designed to overcome the limitations of older functions like VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. It allows you to search for a value in a column or row and return a corresponding value from another column or row with greater flexibility and fewer constraints. Here's what we will cover in this module: the syntax of Xlookup, practical examples, advanced Xlookup techniques and use cases. The syntax for Xlookup is straightforward and separated into two: the mandatory syntax and the optional syntax. For the mandatory syntax, you have the lookup value, which is the value you want to search for, the lookup array, the range or array to search within, and the return array, the range or array from which to return the corresponding value. And for the optional syntax, you have the if not found, which is the value to return if the lookup value is not found in the table, the match mode, the type of match, whether it's an exact match or a wildcard match, and the search mode, which is the search direction, whether to search from the first value or to search from the last value. Let's look at a basic example. Suppose we have a list of transaction IDs in column A and the account number in which the transaction occurred in column D. Let's say we want to use the transaction ID to find the account number where the transaction took place using Xlookup. In this example, we'll search for the account number associated with transaction ID A12 in column A and return the corresponding account type from column B. So let's get into it. You start by typing Xlookup. You then select the lookup value, which is A12, and then select the lookup array, which is the transaction ID column, and then select the return array, which is the account number column. Now you'll notice there's no table array for this particular function. This allows you to specify each range separately without need for array limitations. However, the lookup array and the return array need to have the same length. And this is the end for the mandatory syntax, meaning you can click enter and the function will still work. Okay. And as you can see, it returns the specified value. But we are not done. The next step is to fill the optional syntax for Xlookup. So we click on the formula and continue. Next is the if not found syntax, which is similar to the if error statement, in which you type a message for the formula to return if an error occurs. The next is the match mode, which specifies either an exact match, a match that is smaller or larger, or a wildcard character match. So I'm going to type exact match. And then the last one, in which we will instruct the function on which position it will start looking for a match. I'm going to click on one, so you can do first to last, and then we close the brackets and then click enter. And as you can see, Xlookup successfully retrieves the account number associated with transaction ID A12. Now let's say I was to delete transaction ID A12. It will show the message I typed in the if not found syntax. Using the previous video as a guide, create a search bar for the table using Xlookup. You can arrange the search field